and welcome to this new episode in which we're going to open up the conversation around singing versus AI. And I know this is a big conversation, and this episode will be a little bit different than most of the other episodes we had so far, but it's gonna be an interesting one. So let's dive into it. Hi, my name is Maggie. I'm the founder of the Singing Insiders, in which I help passionate singers just like yourself become the best versions of themselves through singing. And in these episodes, you're going to get practical tools, techniques, insights, ahas around singing so that you can really up-level your singing skills. And today we're talking about AI. Yes, the robots are taking over the world. No, just kidding. Now, this is an interesting conversation to have because obviously AI is moving the scene, right? And this episode was inspired because a few weeks ago, I went to London with my dear mom, and we went to see the new show by ABBA, Voyage. And the interesting thing about this show, I want to call it a show, it is a concert, but anyway, the interesting thing about the concept is that the actual artists, like ABBA, were not there. What was there was their persona. They're not holograms. I forgot what they were, but it's kind of like holograms. Their persona were there, and they were basically made out of light. So it was as if you could see the real ABBA in front of your eyes, but they weren't humans. They were just lights. Now that alone is mind-blowing that is even possible now. But that being said, what was the most mind-blowing thing to me is that people from all over the world, I came from Belgium, I went to London, they come to that concert, I want to call it, or show, to see a group, a band, but they're not there. Do you get where I'm getting at? Like, we're going to see ABBA, but we're not seeing the real humans from flesh and bones. We're seeing their holograms, even though they were not holograms. Like, that was mind-blowing to me. So then I thought, okay, I'm interested. Like, at first I was very critical about the whole concept. And I was like, why am I paying for a ticket to go see a band that I love, but they're not actually going to be there? And I was definitely not the only one, because obviously it was sold out. So the interesting thing that happened throughout that concert or show, however you want to call it, is that the connection with the audience, especially at the beginning, was very difficult to get. I remember at one point, there were some people that work in that theater, and they had signs up of like, clap along, and then we had to clap. Or they would help us and wave our hands from left to right, make us dance, or they would have those signs that said, stand up and dance, right? So I found it interesting that they needed to have people in place to tell us what to do, because usually it's the artists that inspire that from their audience. And now these lights, these ABBAs that were not the real humans, they couldn't make that same connection. And that was interesting to see. Now, you need to know that there was a live band. So there were actual musicians, and I think 3 backing vocals as well. And at one point, the live band had one song that they did where the backing vocals sang the actual lead vocals. And I kid you not, the room was on fire. People were standing up by themselves without having to be told to stand up. People were dancing, clapping, woo! And we don't know these people. I mean, I didn't know them. They're probably session musicians and probably very good musicians. But the change in dynamic was so interesting to see how an ABBA robot, let's call it for now, had such difficulties to really create that connection with the audience. And then someone that we didn't even paid for to be there, like we paid for ABBA, but they gave us the spark in our hearts that we were looking for. Isn't that interesting? And the whole dynamic shifted once the actual humans from flesh and blood started performing and singing. So that leads us to a question, right? And I invite you to really be open and think about this with me, is what makes a song human? What makes a performance human? And how can you add in that human element even more? Now, just by you being a human, of course, you're having a human element, but I want to go further than that, because as singers, oftentimes we're so focused on the technique side of things that we lose sight of the connection that we get to make with our listener. It doesn't have to be perfect all the time. That's not what creates connection. It's not perfectionism. What creates connection is authenticity. So when you're looking at your own work, whether that's singing in a choir, singing on stage, singing karaoke with friends, how authentic are you being? And how much are you letting yourself be sucked into that perfectionism? That's an interesting thing to look at. And it's an interesting thing to practice, because there are actually techniques that can help you with that connection. I'm thinking about vocal variation techniques. I'm thinking about storytelling, practicing to incorporate emotions within your song, improvising. Like, all those things are there to help you be your authentic self within a song and create that connection with your listener. Because that's ultimately why we sing, right? To create something beautiful, to give this little gift that we have inside of us and light up someone else's world with it. So that's my invitation to you, to really look at your current singing situation and just ask yourself, how can I get even more human? How can I create even more connection? Now, we talked about technique being a very important part of this whole process, and it is, definitely. Like, we cannot sing without a good vocal technique. What I'm trying to get across here is, where are you putting your focus? And how much of your focus, like how many percentages goes to technique and how many percentages goes to connection, for example. Now, one of the main vocal techniques to really master is mixed voice. Mixed voice is a technique that allows you to sing high notes, low notes, all the notes in between, with lots of power and freedom and without any tension or hoarseness. So mixed voice is an important one to focus on. And it deserves its own conversation. It deserves to have its own little piece in the spotlight. So here's what I did. I linked to an episode all around mixed voice in the description here down below. And my invitation to you would be to keep this conversation going regarding the technique side of things in that next episode all around mixed voice, because that's really where the rubber hits the road and we can actually do some singing. So my invitation to you is to click that link in the description here down below. I will see you in the next episode. But in the meantime, I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for opening up this weird, strange, but important topic all around singing and AI. Thank you for being open to that. And we'll see each other soon. Thank you for being here. Bye.